Record on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Just a minute. Let me just. Yeah. Just, I'll be right back. I'm just going to close the door here.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, you carry on. Yeah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. So we have start as usual with a bit of hadith which Abu Hurairah reported that Allah, a messenger, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said that the strong man is not one who wrestles well, but the strong man is one who controls himself when he's in a fit of rage. So this is something that goes even for women, yeah. So when we control our rage, alhamdulillah, we are strong. Is the audio okay, Sister Nazma?
Yeah, audio is okay.
Okay, good, alhamdulillah. So I'm just going to go through again some of the mushtaqat that we have done so far, just to refresh ourselves, because we haven't done this for like 2 weeks, so we may have forgotten. So the word mushtaqat itself, can you remember? Can you remember from which family mushtaqat came from? The word itself. This looks like this mushtaqat comes from family 8. Yeah, it comes from family 8. And it's ishtaqa, yashtaqu. This is your amar, ishtaq. And al-ishtiqaq. Yeah, al-ishtiqaq is your master. Yes, because it is qaqqa. So the root letters are shin, qaf, and qaf. And so that's why you have it there, and you also have it here. Yeah. The muda'af. Mushtaq itself is actually your isim maf'ul. What we're going to do today, we're going to study about all the isim maf'uls that you can think of. Okay, it's quite a long topic. So the plural is mushtaqat. So this is where we got the mushtaqat from. Yeah, so that you have to have shada there. Yeah, that's another typo. So linguistically speaking, what does it mean? Okay, linguistically speaking, what does it mean? It means that ma'khuzun min, you take something from something else. Yeah, you take something from something else. So when we studied Sarf, we considered 2 schools of thought, remember? Either the masdar is mushtaq min fi'il, or the fi'il is mushtaq min masdar. Yeah. So we are going with, of course, the fi'il is derived of, the masdar is derived from the fi'il. So we use the term mushtaq both in Sarf and Nahu. So you don't have to worry. You were thinking whether you're talking Sarf or talking Nahu. It's both, used both in Sarf and Nahu. Yeah. So, but when we talk in terms of Sarf, mushtaqat is actually a special group of isims. No, it's not just a general term where you say that, you know, it means something taken from something else. When we talk about mushtaqat in Sarf, it means a special group of isims. So we saw the list that day. This was the list. Isim fa'il, we have done this. It's the most common used derivative. Then you have your sigha mubalagha. Yes, this sigha is actually the plural of sigha. Yeah. Then we have sifah mushabbaha. Yeah, we saw this as well. And we said that this was something that was more permanent than the isim fa'il. They're very closely related, these two. But one uses it with fi'il lazim, the other one uses it with a muta'adi. Yeah, usually. Then today we're going to embark on maf'ul, and the next lesson, inshallah, will be isim zaman and isim makan. Then we go on to isim tahdil. Finally, isim ala. Yeah, I always get this one. Al-ala or al. Yeah, al-ala. Yeah, al-ala. This is hamza, double hamza. And then we will do something that's not listed under mushtaqat. Our final topic will be ya nasibah. Ya nasibah here, the one with the sin, not the sod. Yeah, the one that denotes that something belongs to something. So the mushtaqat. So these are the final topics that we will do. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We're going to do istim. What is it that makes small? Saghir, tasghir. We're going to do the tasghirs as well. So we have some distance to go, inshallah, before we finish Sarf. So just a quick run over. What is isim fa'il again? So yes, is a noun derived from the verb to denote the description of the one who did the action. So we use the word was here. We don't use sifa of the one. This is man is who. Okay. Qama, the word qama here is to carry out, not to stand up. Yeah. The meaning of qama here is to carry out. So the one who carried out the action, basically, and we want to describe him. So when we talk about an action and the doer of this action, we don't use sifa. We use was. Yeah, the word was instead of sifa. Sifa is something that's inherent. But when talking about something that you're doing, it's not permanent, right? So we just say was. Yeah, description of the one who did the action. So we talked about the katib. Yes. We talk about the qarib, waqif. I have put here why we've chosen this word, because this is a mahmuz. This is a misal. Yes. It starts with a vowel. And then we have the muda'af. We get marun. Yes, for fa'il. And then we have the ajwaf. Ajwaf, of course, you have different cases. We're looking at hawilun, na'ibun. Yeah, this is something we come across often, na'ibun. Then we have, of course, nakis. Nakis, our famous fi'il. Then it will become da'in. Yeah, there is a kasratain for fi'il nakis. So this is your isim fa'il. Then we went on to talk about sigar al-mubalaghah. So in this case, remember what mubalaghah means? It doesn't mean more eloquent. In this case, it means something that is exaggerated in strength. Yes, in strength, the strength of the word meaning. So we're not talking about exaggeration as it becoming like fictitious or false, but more to show extreme enormity, a stronger meaning. And we said that we can only derive this from the three root letters. Yes, we said only from the three. Well, mostly there is one that we can take from more than a triple root letter, but you have to go back to your notes to figure that one out. So then, what are the different patterns that you see for siyara mubalaghah? Is this one. Fa'ala, mif'al, yes, fa'ul, fa'il, yeah, just wow and ya, and of course fa'il, the short one. Yeah, fa'ala, mif'al, fa'ul, fa'il, fa'il. So if you can remember this by words that you know, yeah, it might be easier. Yeah, but it's quite a fa'ala, mif'al, fa'ul, fa'il, fa'il, we can memorize it with some sort of rhyme. Yeah, fa'ala, mif'al, fa'ul, fa'il, fa'il. Sorry, this is fa'alun. Yeah, not fa'ala. So these are the famous 5 patterns. Then we went on to talk about sifatul mushabbaha. So this one has a strong relation with an isim fa'il, but it's different in the following ways. Yes, we said that it can only be formed from an intransitive verb, fi'il lazim, the one that does not take maf'ul bihi. So an isim fa'il can be used as a fi'il, example, ana qari'un or ana akilun, an action that is being done but then stops. Yeah, it's an action that's being done, and then, but just like any other action, you can't continuously do the action. Okay, so you can treat it as a fi'il, the isim fa'il. Remember the one from Surah Al-Baqarah? Let me see. I always try to memorize this, but then I can never remember it. وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ جَعِيلٌ جَعِيلٌ
Inni ja'ilun, right?
Inni
or what? I'm not sure.
I made
Khalifa.
Khalifa on earth. Yes. And then the malaikat, of course, answered why when they are so destructive and they can spill blood. Yeah. So that's one case where it's also being used as a fi'il. So sifa mushabbaha here is the meaning of permanence. It's subut. Yeah, it's subut. So it's not like a fa'il. A fa'il can be subut, but not always. But a sifah mushabah is always permanent. Yeah, so that's the thing. So alhamdulillah, we can now start our isim maf'ul. All right. So maf'ul, we learned it in Nahu as detail. Okay, but in this case, ismul maf'ul is actually the one affected by the action. If you remember the box that we had, right? So we saw that we had fi'il madin, and then we had fi'il mudari, then we had the masdar, and then we came across the fa'il, isim fa'il on the first line, and the isim maf'ul is the one on the second line. So it comes from fi'il mudari, muta'addi mostly. Yeah, but the mabni majhul. In other words, the passive. Yeah, the passive one. When we say passive, what do we mean?
Passive.
Sorry?
Being done onto.
We
Being
don't
done
know the-
onto.
Okay.
Don't know the doer.
So we don't know the doer.
Yes.
Yes, somebody is being, affected by somebody we do not know. Okay, so majhul. So that's why the word majhul is there. Jahil, we do not know. Okay. Isim maf'ul yadullu ala al-hudusi wala yadullu ala as-subut. Yes, so it is usually with regards to an action that happens but not for a long time. An action that does not last. Yeah, la yadullu. Yeah, ala subut. Kataba yuqtabu, because we're looking at the majhul. All right. Now, in the coming slides that I'm going to show you, yes, although we are talking about majhul punya action, right, passive action, but when we generate the isim maf'ul, sometimes just to make it easy for you to remember how to generate the isim maf'ul, we don't look at the majhul. We look at what is not the opposite of majhul? Ma'lum. Yeah. So the fi'il ma'lum instead. Yeah. Because all we want is actually the pattern and how to memorize. This is the isim maf'ul for this. Yes. So certain ones we actually look at the ma'lum and not the majhul. But in terms of meaning, of course, you should be looking at the majhul. Yeah, the passive action. So maqtub, this is your maf'ul. When we look at the 3 root letters, yeah, the fi'il with 3 root letters, this is the mujarrad family. Yeah, the pattern would be maf'ul. We know this. Just like for the mujarrad family, what is fa'il? Fa'il. Yes. And then for the masdar, we have to look up in the dictionary. But for the zarf, zarf, what are the patterns that we can have for the mujarrad? Can anybody remember that?
Maf'alun.
Yeah.
Maf'alun, maf'alatun, right?
Maf'alatun, yes. And the one with the kasra?
Mif'alun.
Mif'alun. Yeah.
Mif'alatun or mif'alun? Not al-mabita, right?
Sometimes, yeah, we can't remember everything that we need to remember. Yeah. So we go through that again. Yes. So it's maf'alun, maf'ilun, and maf'alatun. Yeah. Okay. So this is the pattern.
Maf'alun, maf'ilun, and
maf'alatun. Yeah, maf'alatun. So these are the 3 zarf patterns that we look for the mujarrad. Yeah, but that is zarf. We'll come to zarf when we come to it. But now we're still looking at maf'ul, and this one is quite simple. What do we need to add? Just mim and waw to the 3 root letters. Yes. So we called it hafan zaidan because it's two halves. So it's half. So we always look at the passive form. This is for the 3 ones. Yeah. So kutiba, yuktabu, maktub. Yeah. And then this says the same thing. So what's the translation here? One is the normal fi'il. This one is not the normal fi'il, but it's translated the same way because the maktub here what is the translation? Yuktabu.
Yuktabu darsu. Right? Darsu.
Darsu maktub.
Yeah. The lesson is being written.
Yes.
First one.
Good. So this is the same thing as well. The lesson is being written. Yes, because this is our mudari and it's passive. And you translate this the same way as well. Yeah, although you're looking at isim maf'ul. So this is a case where it's being used as a fi'il. It's actually like a jumla ismiyah, right?
Yeah, it's a jumla ismiyah.
The lesson is, but we say written. Something. So here, this is similar. This would be
the normal sentence would be yuktabu dars.
Yes,
And
this
we
would be
have
the
a
normal
dars.
jumla is fi'il, yeah. But you can also write it with a isim maf'ul behaving like a fi'il. Yeah. Ukila yukalu makul. Okay. So if I have this, yes, this is our normal fa'il with its fi'il mudari. And then we have here like a jumla ismiyah, al-ta'amu makulun. So what's the translation here? This one, Sister Nazma. How?
In eaten.
Yes, the other food is eaten. Yes, that's simple enough, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. So that just now was the fi'il 3 letters. Now let's look at the fi'il 3 letters that are special. You know, we keep on seeing the ones with the weak letters, right? So one of these would be ajwaf. Ajwaf is the one with the weak letter in the middle. Yeah, ajwaf. This is what Katni asked how to remember ajwaf. Think of your mouth, it's right in the middle of your face. She's laughing away. Okay. All right. So now this is one of the cases where we, for the sake of generating the pattern, remembering the form, yeah, the achu, as you say it, we look at the ma'lum. We're not looking at the majhul. Yeah, if not, we won't get the correct harakah. So we look at the ma'lum to get the maf'ul. Yeah, so this is when the ain letter or the middle letter is either waw or ya.
Oh yeah.
So we saw this qala yaqulu maqul. Yes. So this is for ajwaf, 3 letters. Then we have ba'a yabi'u mabi'. So this is another one. So we are looking at the ma'lum to generate the maf'ul. Although, of course, maf'ul is something to do with the majhul action. Yeah. But for generating the pattern, we look at the ma'lum.
So is also mudari, right?
Yes, this is ma'lum mudari. Ma'lum mudari. Iza kana mudari fil ainuhu alif. Yes, when the mudari has an alif in it. This one, it has waw and ya. Yes. But now when the mudari itself has an alif, then how would the maf'ul become? How do you think it will become?
Give us an example.
Okay.
Because,
yes, I know. It's like
this is theory. We always use to the sarf. Right?
So khafa yakhafu. But in this case, this one we can tell because the root letter comes out, yeah, during the mudari. Yeah, we know what the root letter is because it's in the mudari. But when the mudari itself doesn't show the letter, then we have to go back. We have to go back either to the masdar itself, where you see the
root letters.
Where you see the root letter. Yeah, then only you can make the maf'ul because you don't know whether it's a ya or waw. It doesn't appear in the mudari, so we have to go back to the masdar for this. Yeah. All right.
Mahufun. So this is still family 1, right?
Yes, this is still family 1 because
so
it has three letters. Yeah.
Maf'ul. So
It's
it
supposed
becomes
to be mahuf.
It's supposed to be mahwuf.
Mahwuf. Yeah, but there's no wow because of that wow, right? Yeah. So it should be like maqwul, right? Like this one should be maqwul, right? As you say, maqwul, but it becomes maqwul. They have moved the dhamma to this side. Okay. Now nakis. Nakis. Now what do we do with nakis?
But in previous case, if it's not wow, it's a yeah, then how would it be?
So this would have been ba, ya, ain are the letters. So it would have been mim, fa, ain, lam with a wow in between the ya and the ain. So it's
Mabayu. Is it Mabayu? It will be
yeah. So it's quite difficult to
pronounced.
say.
Yes, there's actually some rules there to change it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And then so
It actually becomes a kasrah on top of that, yeah, because of the ya. Because we remember which is the strongest, the dhamma, the kasrah, and the fathatain. In terms of strength,
the strength is dhamma, right?
yeah, dhamma is the strongest, but between kasrah and fatha,
Fatha.
Kasra is the weakest, right?
Is it
fatha is the weakest. That's why we have a kasrah here. That one also comes with the rules of Hamzah. Monday, maybe we can revisit that, inshallah. You will find it somewhere in our i'rab. When we do the i'rab, inshallah, we'll see whether we can see something. So, na'ti bi mudari' fi'il. Okay. So, what I'm basically saying here is, what do you think I'm saying here? Nada'a, can you remember what nada'a means? Shall we make it stick to our head by looking at the table and look at the definition, the dictionary? Because sometimes when you look at the dictionary, it sticks better. Otherwise, it doesn't. So nun, dot, and I. So nada'a. Sorry, did I type dot or not?
Yeah, it was dot. Nun, dot, and ain, right? Not the what you see.
Oh, sorry. So
I think
that's not the root
different.
letters. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what happens when you have apa?
Wada'ah.
So let's see. Now, what do we drop when we have we in front for madi? When we have nahnu?
What's the word just now? Zuraidah?
This one, nun, nada.
Nun, dot, ain.
So actually, normally when we have nun, the nun there actually represents the nahnu. Yes, yeah, nada. So that
it's mudari.
It is actually yes, mudari. Yeah, mudari. Because this is your mudara'ah letter, right? The one that Anita, remember we learned Anita. Were you with us? Were you with us, Sister Nazma, for Bayina?
I was 2014, 2015.
Okay. So actually, what happens is this is beginning. This is oh my goodness, misal, is it? Yeah.
This is a root letter, right? Wow, dot,
wow, dot, and yeah. So that's the root letter.
Okay. So now we have is nun, dot, ain.
Which was
wada'a yadi'u, right?
Yada'u. Yeah, yada'u.
Yada'u.
So nada'u is actually with nada'a is nahnu. Because we drop the for misal, we drop the wow on that one. Okay. So now, so what was it again? Sorry. Wow, nun.
Wow, dot, ain. Let me look at the
dot, ain. Yeah, or no, yeah. So the meaning here is to lay or lay off. Oh, nada'a makan.
To put down, yeah.
So in place of the mudara'ah, this is what basically we are saying. Yeah, in place of the mudara'ah. Let me start the thing again.
Yeah, nun there is nahnu, so it's This is Fataha family, right?
So
Wada'a yada'u.
we place in the place, we put, in the place of the mudara'ah letter, mim maftuha, miman
What is
maftuha.
mudara'a meaning? Oh, mudari.
Mudara'ah are the anita letters. Yes,
Okay, okay.
that's how
Mudara'ah.
the half mudara'ah. So
Okay.
that's why we call it mudari. One of the reasons why we call it mudara'ah, because it comes from fi'il mudari.
Okay.
So we put shadda at the last letter. So this is what we do to get isim maf'ul for a fi'il nakis. We bring the mudari fi'il, ma'lum, and then we place in the place of the muda'ah letter, we put mim maftuha, regardless of what it is. Yes, it can be the many types of forms of what did we see just now? We have tada'a. Yes, this one is antuma. So when you have the ta in front, so this one we will replace with the mim, regardless of what it can be. It can be ta, it can be nun, with the anita, right? Ya in front, you just replace those letters from the mutarik and replace it and put it, start it again with a mim.
Which
with a fatha
application
on
is
top.
that, Sister Zuraidah?
That
Conjugation.
is, oh my goodness, what do they call it? Hold on. Now I go out back again. Inshallah, my head. Okay, this is
one?
reversal. Reversal. Yeah, the conversion.
Do you have to buy or you just download?
This one you don't have to purchase. You don't have to
Okay.
purchase. Yeah, you just download it.
I had the icon, isn't it? The one you have to purchase, and I got it, and I lost it
Okay.
because it got something wrong, and I had to uninstall.
Oh dear! And you purchased it on top of that.
Yeah, I purchased it.
Sometimes, we don't.
But it's very helpful. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Definitely when you do mujarrad, right? It is quite helpful. So let me see. Yeah, where were we again? Let me start this thing again. So that's reversal. So so we take the mudari, then we replace the first letter with mim maftuha, the mudara'ah, and then the last letter we have a shadda.
That means the weak letter.
Yes, we have a shadda.
Which will be, for example, wada. No, nakis. This one.
So it's da'a, yad'u. So remember that we drop the ya, replace it with ma maftuha, mim maftuha, mad'u, but with a shadda at the back. Mad'u. So that's for nakis. Rami, yarmi, drop that ya again, replace with the mim with a fatha and add the shadda. So marmi. Marmi. This Ustazah Ghazala will say, what was the term in tajweed?
This is what is that? Subhanallah.
Sister Nazma, you have to help us all once.
Can't think of the word. Subhanallah.
Marmi. What is it? It's not kakala, right?
No.
Nabar.
Nazma, do you know?
Nabar. Isn't it? Nabar.
Yes. Nabar, correct. Yes.
So, makwi. So this
the
is
double ya, so you have to, kena tekan lah.
Kena tekan when you stop there.
Makwiyun. So makwi.
So one example where we use it as in the jumlah ismiyah here, malabisun maqwiyatun. This is because non-human plural feminine, so becomes maqwiyatun. So the dresses are ironed.
Malabisun maqwiyatun. It's not ironed dresses.
We can also say as mausuf
It
and
looks like
sifah.
mausuf sifah,
So, but in this case, it's used in this context. Just like we saw just now, we can also use it like
okay. Jumlah
um,
ismiyah.
jumlah ismiyah.
Okay.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. If it were part of a sentence, yes, we would look at it as mausul sifah, but when it
Mausul,
stands
yeah,
by
yeah.
itself, yeah, we look at it as
Yeah,
that.
okay. Okay.
So for fi'ils that are not 3 letters, then what do we do? Yeah, so we take again our famous mudari. Yeah, we take that. But this time in place of the mudara'a, we do not put maftuha. We put madmumah, the one with the dhamma.
Yes,
Yeah, the
because
one
it's
with the
mazid fi, right? So it's
yes. Alhamdulillah. Then we remember that. Then we put fathah on the last but one letter. Or some people say second last. Okay, so this is what we do for fi'ils that are ghayr sulasi.
It cannot be the ayn kalima, is it? It's always the ayn kalima, right? Which will be fatha in the maf'ul.
Now, this is the way they put the ruling, I think, so that we remember it more easier thing. Then let's have a see whether there is a exception. This is akrama. This is family 4. Yes. And we say mukramun. Yeah, mukramun. So last part that, yes, this is our ain. Yes, this is our ain. But let's have a look at this one. Iftataha. This one. Iftataha. So this is fataha. This is also family 8.
Is it?
Yes, it is family 8.
Iftataha,
yuftataha. Yeah, this is the extra ta, right?
I think you got it typo, I think here.
Okay. Where is the
it's
typo?
Not you. This family should be ya. Iftataha, yaftatahu. You is only for 2, 3, 4, right?
2, 3, and 4. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The other families, mudari starts with fatha.
If I escape from this, we will stop recording. No, huh?
Yeah.
We will.
You want to pause?
No, not pause. Sorry, it's okay. Yes, you're right. Okay.
Okay. Okay, just before the last letter. Okay, now I understand.
Okay. Ikhtara.
It's like our iktaraba. Iktaraba yaqtaribu. Right? The family 8.
Okay, so yes, yaftatahu, muftata. That's why this is a this is also a fatha, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Then we have ikhtar. This one, remember ikhtara? We had this funny thing. Ikhtara.
Ikhtara is because kha ya ra. The root letters is kha ya ra, right?
Kha ya ra. Yes.
So we have the
if this was not, if this didn't, how do you say, what do we call it? Ibdal, is it? If it is.
Yeah, ibdal. But yeah, because the ya becomes alif.
Or is it iktal? Ibdal or iktal? I think iktal, right? When it's weak letters, it's normally called iktal. I can't remember. Anyway, if this had not changed, right, it would have become ikhtayar. Ikhtayar, for example. If the ya did not convert to an alif, we would have had the ain kalimah would have been ya, right? So ikhtayara, like this one. Iftataha, it become ikhtayara, right? Now, if this is ikhtayara, this would be yahtayaru. Yes, and this should have been muhtayara, which is maf'ul. Maf'ul has a fatha. If it was fa'il, it would have been yahtayir. Yeah, yahtayirun. Because this is that's how it goes. But because it does change, it becomes alif instead of staying ya, then we can't tell the difference. Yeah, we saw this that day. We saw that example. Remember this example? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No, yeah, I missed out something. No, can I see it?
Subhanahu.
Yeah, you can write.
Subhanahu.
I don't have to say wa ta'ala, right? This is complete, right? Allahu subhanahu mukhtarun. Mukhtarun. This is your isim fa'il behaving like a verb. Wan Nabiyyu sallallahu alaihi wasallam mukhtarun. Yeah, so he made our Nabi Mukhtar. What's the word? Mukhtar. Yeah, he chose our Nabi to be the chosen one. Yeah, he chose our Nabi to be the chosen one. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Why is the same word?
Because remember, if it were the isim fa'il, this would have been muhtayira or muhtayirun. Yeah, muhtayirun.
So,
But
it's still the
muhtayirun,
same.
but
You mean
maf'ul would have been muhtayarun. Yeah, muhtayarun. Because remember, we learned that isim fa'il has a kasrah, isim maf'ul has a fathah. But because the ya has become alif, you put kasrah on an alif. You don't put kasrah on an alif, right?
Yeah.
So you actually can only put a sukun on an alif like this. So that's why we can't tell the difference whether it's isim fa'il or isim maf'ul.
That's interesting, huh?
Yes, it's
This
interesting.
is the last class that when say that the way they write to differentiate between mudhari and the isim fa'il, they put alif lam before the words, right?
That one was for the masdar.
Masdar.
That was for the masdar. Yeah. That's why because sometimes the masdar looks the same as a maf'ul or a fa'il, right? So that's why for the masdar they put the alif lam. But in this case, we're comparing maf'ul and fa'il. So we can't really tell the difference except from the context.
That's why it looks, it's same. So one is the isim fa'il, which is mukhtarun, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is isim maf'ul.
The one that was chosen.
The one is chosen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's quite nice. Yeah, alhamdulillah. I think we said in one of the lessons that sometimes there are 3 of the mushtaqat that look the same. And you really need to look at the context, to find out which is which. Okay. So now we look at isim maf'ul with fi'il lazim. Oh, we have isim fa'ul with fi'il. How do we get a isim maf'ul with a fi'il lazim when you don't have done tos, right?
Yeah, there is no passive form.
Yeah. So how do we do this? How do we go around it? Okay, let's put it this way. So yajibu an nasta'milu shibhu jumlati ma'a ismul maf'ul. Yeah. So what am I saying here?
Yajibu is wajib.
Yeah, we have to use. Yeah, we have to use a shibhu jumlah with isim. Yes, if we want to look
Jar
at
majrur, muta'alliq, the muta'alliq.
Yeah. So one of the ways is to use half a jar. Is this correct? Half a jarin? Yes. Okay. Half a jar. Yes.
Yeah.
So if let's say we give me a typical example of a fi'il lazim, that means a fi'il that does not take a maf'ul bihi, is like he went. Okay, he went. Yeah. So Zuhiba, what does Zuhiba mean?
You can't translate.
Yes. So in order to make it that way, use habu. Yeah, use habu. Bitalibi, we use a half of jar. Yeah, we use a half of jar. Yes, the student was sent home. Yeah, ila al-bait. This is home. Usually we take it. Yeah. Mazhubun bihi. So it has the same meaning here. Mazhubun bihi.
What is madhubun? It's the maf'ul. Is it?
Yes, it's the maf'ul. Mazhubun bihi. Yeah. So the one it's a maf'ul is the done to, right? So
the one who is being sent out.
No. Mashubun.
Sent out will be adhaba, right? Somebody sending out.
This is the one who was sent out with it. Something like that. Yeah. And ja'a yaji'u maji'un bihi. Okay, let's see what happens. But the way you translate it is, the student is sent home. Yes. The word student is not here. So how would we translate this? Yeah, mashubun bihi.
Mathubun bi talib, is it? The sentence,
This one, yes. Yuzhabu bil talibi ilal bait. Yeah, yuzhabu, because this is your majhul. Is it yuzhabu? Right?
Yeah.
Zuhiba is your majhul past tense. Yeah, zuhiba, yuzhabu. Okay. Because family, usually mujarrad, it is with a fathah, right? The normal ma'lum. So somehow or other, mashubun is also translated as the student is sent home. That's how it is basically. Yeah, the same thing. Here, ja'a yaji'u maji'un bihi. Ja'a is to come, to go, to come.
Ja'a to come.
To come, yeah.
yeah, ja'a to come.
Came. Ja'a.
So, maji'un bihi. Let's see whether we can or not. We can either use a half of ja, yeah, so that we can actually make a maf'ul, yeah, maf'ul with it, mazhubun bihi, maji'un bihi, yeah, or we can use a zarf. Yeah, sara yasiru yusaru. So this would be your normal sentence. So we are using a zarf here, wara'a. Wara'a means behind or in?
Ja'a is to come, sorry.
Oh, to come.
To come, sorry.
The one who came with it, is it? The one who came with it, something like that. The one who went with it, something like that. That's on because we can't just say the one who went, right? So the one who went with it, then the it is your maf'ul, can something like that. That's how we can. So that's the only way we can do it. With the be, then we can have a maf'ul. Otherwise, we can't have the maf'ul. So here, wara'a is, if I'm not mistaken, behind.
Behind.
Yeah. Yeah. So behind the sheikh. Yeah. So he was walking, whoever he was, he was walking behind the sheikh. Then we can use it. If not, we just say that he walks. Now we cannot say he was walked, right? We can't say that. Yeah. So that's why we say this. Yes. So we have to have a zarf to have it. Yeah, yusaru, wara'a, shi. Another way, when we use maf'ul, we would just say musirun wara'ahu. Yeah, wara'ahu. He is the one behind him. Yeah, he's the one behind him. He's the one walking behind him. Yeah, he is the one walking behind him. Yeah. All right. Okay, are we all right here? Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, okay. Sister Nazma is quiet. She says, I have to digest this.
Yeah. I think when you see more examples, then we can see
be
more clear.
But in what context does it is used in the Quran?
Okay, I will try and find a Quranic example for you, for this one, how it's
good.
done. And then I'll add it in the notes somewhere.
I think this one, Waji'a Yawma Idil, the last surah, one of the Bijahannam. Waji'a Yawma. Let me look at.
This is with a zarf, is it? Is it with a zarf?
Not zarf, with the harf jar.
Half jar. Okay.
Yeah. Waji'a. What surah is that? The Jahannam will be brought near.
Okay, one of the last ones you said?
Yes,
Which surah?
Juz 30. I'm not sure which one.
Jahannam.
Waji'a.
Wa. If you can spell me the waji'ah.
Okay, let me try here. I go to the Quran. Waji'ah, you mean in Arabic?
In Arabic.
Arabic will be
Waji'ah. Yeah,
Ji'ah,
waji'.
ja'a, the majhul of ja'a.
Oh, okay. Majhul ja'a.
Let me just waji.
Let's see what comes out here. Oh, nothing. Is there any other word in that verse that I might?
Bi jahannam. Hold on, let me try.
That might have a lot. Okay. Bi, ja is with an alif.
Waji'a yawma idin bi jahannama yawma idin yatadhakkaru insan. 89.
Oh, okay.
89 will be Fajr. Okay. 89.
It sounds so familiar.
23. Hold on, yeah. 23. Yeah. So to Fajr 23. Waji'a yawma idin bi jahannam. So the fa'il here is actually bi jahannam.
This one. Bi jahannam.
Yes, yes. So the translation will be on that day, right?
Jahannam will be brought
Jahannam
near.
will be brought.
Okay.
Yeah.
That day, and brought within view that day is hell. So who brought hell? We don't know.
They're doing the word to word here, right? The translation.
So where's the maf'ul?
Maf'ul here.
Oh, this is just an example of a passive with be, is it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But there's no maf'ul involved here, lah. Yeah.
Here they say madi mabni majhul, and then yawma idin of zaman.
So let me try and find one with an example, inshallah, with the maf'ul in it. Yeah, inshallah. And then we see how we go. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we saw this just now. And now let's see something. That one just now. Okay, we know it's a maf'ul, but it's behaving like something else, right? Or we're putting it in a sentence that makes it a fi'il. But there are also isim maf'uls that doesn't look like a maf'ul. Yeah, like fa'il. Remember, fa'il is also one of those forms for sifah mushabbahah. This is what I mean. Sometimes the maf'ul, the sifah mushabbahah, the isim fa'il all looks the same, and you have to figure out which is which. Okay, so fa'il is another pattern for isim maf'ul. So we can only tell this from the context. Yeah. So here's an example here. Katil is actually, we are saying that when we see the word katil, there may be some cases where katil is actually a maqtul, a maf'ul.
Oh, which family is this? I mean, it's also family one?
In this case, it is the pattern fa'il. Yes, for family one. There's no addition, right? Yes, it's actually depends on the context, Sister Bibi. Yeah. So you see a katil, it can have the meaning of maqtul. Yeah? It can have the meaning of isim maf'ul. But we also have for sifah mushabbahah fa'il as well. Yeah. So then it could also be a sifah mushabbahah, but you have to look at the context again. So all I'm showing you on these slides are the possible patterns that can also be maf'ul. So the other one, jarih, yeah, can sometimes also mean majruh, the one that is being wounded. All right. Jarih. I have some Quran examples coming up. So zabih can be masbuh, the one that is being slaughtered. Rajim, the one that is cursed. Yeah. Marjum. So it depends on the context. Zanin, madhnun. Yeah. Zanin, madhnun. Yeah. The one that you're suspicious of. Okay, let's see I'm just the next slide actually shows you something that happens with isim fa'il. So I'm saying that this pattern fa'il can be an isim maf'ul, but it also can be an isim fa'il. So like I said, we have to look at the context. So sami' is also sami'un. Yeah.
Okay.
Qadir can be qadirun. Yeah. Nazir, munzir. Yeah. So we have to look at the context, whether it's a fa'il or a maf'ul, because the pattern is the same, both fa'il. And even the mushabaha, remember, we saw fa'il and fa'il. You know, fa'il and fa'il.
What are the patterns for mushabaha again?
Okay, let's have
Sorry, I'm going back.
No, it's good because you know we need to get a hang of this, right? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I said it wrongly. It should be siyara mubalaghah. No, not sifa mushabah. So here it is.
All the way you say siga mubalagha?
Yeah, the one that I was saying just now. Fa'il
The
is siga
fa'il. Okay, I was
fa'il.
wondering,
Yeah,
the
sorry,
sifa.
Rahim. Why did I say sifa mushabah? Okay.
That's why I was wondering what is the.
Sorry about that. See, I
Okay.
get it mixed up. Fa'ala,
But
mif'al.
is there any patterns for sifa mushabaha?
That's don't know.
No.
I have to look at the notes back again. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then we see how.
All right. So all these are the patterns for that we know is about all the mubalagha. Siga mubalagha.
That one we are used to it, right? Rahim. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. Alhamdulillah. Sorry to confuse you, Sister Nazma. She's already like, okay.
Fa'al. Let's try. Fa'al. Is it? The mubalagha.
The mubalagha.
No, siga mubalagha.
Okay. Fa'ala. Fa'alu. Mif'alu.
Mif'alun. Fa'ul. Fa'il.
These three is easy to remember. Again, fa'ul, fa'il. Mif'al, fa'ala, yeah, fa'alun is
Fa'ala, what is the any example?
Any examples? Okay, let's have a look. Let me find. Oops, sorry.
So we try to remember it, inshallah.
Yeah, so it's easier, can if we do that? Let me see. That one was under which one? Which one?
Mubalagha.
Mubalagha. Oh, which one is
Mubalagha?
Where is the Let's try part 2. Hopefully, it's there. Mubalarah. No, mushabaha, right?
No, mubalagha.
Mubalagha.
Oh, okay. Mubalarah. Let's see. Okay, what are the patterns? This is mubalagha. This one we saw just now. And the examples. Fa'ala
Hammaz. Okay. Masha alam. Okay.
Al is Nidam, Mizwaj, Mitlaq, Midrar, Ma'ul, Ghafur, Shakur. This one, the one we are quite familiar with. Of course, this we are familiar with. And this one, this is probably the most frequently used one. Yeah.
Basirun.
And then Fa'il, Hadir, Rahim, Arim. This is strong, right? Very strong. Mubalara is exaggerated, right?
Yeah.
So these are the one.
The isim fa'il which is exaggerated.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah. So, isim fa'ala, hammazin, lumazah. Yeah, things like that.
Fa'alun, mif'alun, fa'ulun, fa'ilun, fa'il.
Sami, we are very familiar with this. Yes. Fa'alun, mif'alun, fa'ulun, fa'ilun, fa'ilun. I like this. I like the fa'il. Okay, it doesn't look like mubalagha, right? It's like short
that's
and
right.
sweet.
It's very short. There's no shadda there.
Yeah.
The fa'ul and the fa'il is the most commonly
used. Yeah, sabur.
Yes.
Yeah, ghafur.
Fa'il.
Okay, so this is mubalagha.
Fa'al, mif'al, fa'ul, fa'il, fa'il. Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's go back to the original one. Where are we? Yeah, all right. Sure. Current slide. Alhamdulillah. Oh, we saw this already. We were going towards the examples from the Quran. Yes, so
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
see the examples from the Quran. Voila. Fa'ilun.
Fa'il.
So this is one. Yeah. Nadi'un. Yeah.
والنخل باسقات لها طلع
Tal'un.
نضيد.
Nadi'un. Yeah, and what does it mean? Nakh, you know,
And
this is nakh, right?
palm
This is palm
tree.
trees. Yes, that's right. And they are all tal'un,
طلع is
tall, right? They are tall. And nadi'un, what does it mean? One that is laden. Yeah, the one that is laden with dates in this case. Yeah, so and tall palm trees laden with clusters of dates. So here it is treated as an isim maf'ul. Yeah. But of course, the Irab is different. This is the Sarf part. This is an isim maf'ul. The Irab is a different story. This is a sifable.
Which part is this?
Surah Qaf.
Tall. No, I mean the tall palm trees. There's one nakhla.
والنخلة
باسقات.
باسقات
What's the
لها
meaning of باسقات?
and the tall palm trees laden with clusters of dates. The dates are not there actually, can?
It's implied.
Yeah, it is implied. Yeah, the meaning.
Surah Al-Kahf, is it?
Yeah, Surah Qaf, not Kaf.
Yeah.
Qaf,
Number
50:10.
10.
So that's what. Yeah. So Nadi'un is is upon clusters. Does it mean clusters?
So Basiqatin is tall. So
Sakitan is tall. No. Tal'un is tall. Siqatin is what?
No, tal'un is layers.
Nadidun is layered.
Nadidun is arranged. Okay, here this word to word.
Oh, I see.
I'm looking at the word to word.
What is Basiqatin?
Basiqatin is tall. So I think it's the sifa here, right? When nakhla basiqatin cannot be because it's
yeah, sifa of
sifa, is it?
There's the mausuf
No,
doesn't
I
look
think
like.
it's hal. When nakhla is ma'tuf ala jannatun.
But it's jar. How can it be hal when it's jar?
Atin is can be.
Oh, okay.
nasab.
Atin. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nasab. So it's hal mansuba. Yeah, bil kasra.
What does it mean?
Which one? Basiqat. One nakhla, which means the lofty palm trees. So one nakhla basiqatin is gives you the meaning of lofty palm trees. Laha tal'un is the sifa for basiqatin, right? Because it's the, am I right? Let me check. No.
50:10, is it? Okay, let me do that.
Yeah, correct. Sifa.
Okay. Oops, sorry. 50:10. Oh, sorry. Qaf 10. All right. This one, yes. Okay. All right. Let's just do the. So this one is my favorite soft thingy.
What is this?
10, is it? This is Jadwal. Jadwal 10.
10.
Okay.
Ma'tuf.
It's ma'tuf.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, it's the hal of from nahl, the dates.
Yeah, the nahl is ma'tuf from the verse before.
Laha is muta'alliq to the habar muqaddam, the mubtada mu'akhar. So tala'un is the mu'akhar, mubtada mu'akhar. Also, that is a mubtada. This is a this is mu'akhar. Where is the habar? The habar is Nadidun?
Nadidun.
Nadidun? Is that it?
Nadidun is the sifat tal'un wal jumla ismiya. It's a jumla ismiya that is laha tal'un nadidun.
Okay.
I think it's fi mahali because it says hal. Is it saying hal here?
The hal is the basikatin. I forgot. I got tricked again by the kastratain. Okay, atin. And taliun and mubtada muakhar. Laha is the haba muqaddam. This is the haba muqaddam. So nodiun is the na'at to talun. The
Sifat for
mubtada.
tal'un. Okay.
The mubtada.
And then what jumla hal minan nakhli basikatin bi tariqi. What is this?
This one min nakhli bisakatin bi tariq at-tarada aw min damir fi basakatin ala tariqat tada. Okay, this is just the hal. You have to have a sahibul hal, right? So this is what it's saying.
I think we are just doing like suddenly going into it, no? Because it's like ma'tuf from the other sentence and all that. So
because of the
we have to go from
wa'atifas.
the beginning.
And then we see how it is. Yeah, there's many things we can look at with Iraq. Okay. So this will be another night. Inshallah.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's just do this. Are you okay, Sister Nazma? All right. In this case, we're talking about fa'il. This is actually a maf'ul. Yeah. And here also, rajim. This is also a maf'ul. Remember? The one being rajim is the one being thrown out, or rajim rajam, right? Okay. In this case, it's expelled. The one being expelled, from the mercy of Allah.
Expelled.
So,
but it also looks like sifa, right?
It's been like this from just now, right? It can look like sifa, but remember we're doing sarf here. We're doing sarf here, so we try not to get the two mixed up. So this is isim maf'ul. This is also isim maf'ul, but in terms of i'rab, it can be.
It can be sifa. Okay.
So that's nothing. Now here's another one. Hasid. Yeah.
Hasid.
Yeah. So
the
this
harvested grain. The harvest grain.
The harvesting. Yeah. The one being harvested. Yeah. Hasid is the one being harvested.
So it's acting like a maf'ul.
Yeah, it's acting maf'ul here. All right. Alhamdulillah. Wow. Okay. Right. And the other patterns, we have other patterns. Okay. Fa'ula. Rakubah, markubah. Yes. So rakubah here also means the feminine version. Yeah. Halubah, malubah. Yeah, the thing that you milk. Fi'la. Remember fi'la, but we don't have this, right? We do have fi'lun. We have, right? From the mubalagha just now. Was it the same thing? No. It's not that, right?
That is fa'il.
That was fa'il. Yeah, fa'il
short one.
Short. So fa'il. So
this one.
Fi'il. This is fi'il. Yeah. Hib. This is because it has two bars. Zib. Yeah. Masbuh. And then there's this one from the Quran. As you say, it looks as if it is Mausuf and Sifa. Yes, it is. And here's one of those cases where it is maybe the anu is there's a B. Does it have any significance? Let's see the meaning. And we ransomed him with a great sacrifice.
B. With
a great. What would have been the lazim here? Is it?
You mean the verb?
Oh yeah, B is this B one of those cases where we are trying to use an isim maf'ul?
Fadaina is the fidya, ransom, right? So it is fi'il madi, and then who is the maf'ul bihi? Bidibhin
I think this one is a straightforward half
Yeah,
jar.
it's a straight, yeah,
Yeah,
the begin. Sometimes some verbs will come with the harf jar, right? So
yeah.
they call it silatul fi'il. So maybe when they come with some silatul fi'il, it will be meaning will be different, right?
This is the first time I've heard about silatul fi'il.
Yeah, that's what those does uses.
Okay, all
Yes.
right. Is it
It says, I think Ustaz Numan uses the
silatul
fi'il.
fi'il? Is it?
No, Ustaz Numan uses the harf which is married to the fi'il.
Okay.
Yeah, and my Ustaz Ibrahim,
Mhm.
he uses he says a silatul fi'il. You know,
So
there are harf
you mean
jars.
half a jar goes with a fi'il? This is the first time
Yeah,
I've heard
like
that.
you see ja'a
Mhm.
on its own
Mhm.
is he came, right?
Yeah.
If you have ja'a and then be comes with that, then it will become bring. He brought.
How would you use it with a B?
Uh,
Ja'a be something. Is it? Ja'a be something. All
yeah.
right.
So
Okay.
that
So
will
that
be bring, right? The meaning will change from came to
Mm.
bring.
But the B is attached to a fi'il, you see.
No, the fi'il, when it comes with the fi'il, the ba comes with the fi'il, the meaning will change. That's what the
Oh, the fi'il is not attached to the ba. It's here. You mean
no,
like
no,
here?
yeah,
Right?
no, not attached to the ba. I mean, the fi'il is not, the ba is not attached to the fi'il. It will be attached to something else.
But
The
it
isim
comes with a fi'il. But it comes
yes,
with
it
a
will come
fi'il.
after the fi'il. So that's why
Okay.
it's silatul fi'il, which
Ah.
follows the fi'il.
Certain
So
halves will follow certain fi'ils, yeah? To
yes,
make the
correct.
meaning change. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
it comes in the dictionary as well when you see one word
Uh-huh.
and then they will give you the meanings with the other harf jars, whichever harf jar it comes with, like ala,
Okay.
like taba, tauba, right? When you say taba ila will be, you can go to taba. You can check it
Taba,
out.
what's the root letters?
Tawauba.
Tawauba. Tawata. Here. Okay. Yep.
Where is it? Okay. Taba yatubu, right? Here. Taba yatubu.
With
And
and to turn from.
yes, you see, with an will be to turn from sin.
Allah
And then
to
ala
turn to.
to
Ila.
forgive.
Ila is to turn to.
Taba ila is to turn to God, repentance. And then when Allah turn, sometimes you will see in the Quran, Allah turn, like when
Away.
Adam alayhis salam, when he repented, I think the word Allah is, the Quran is, Allah turned in mercy. That means he forgive him. He accepted the tawbah. That also will be here. I think taba ila Allah is turned to God. And then forgive Allah. Then forgive. So
And you're
taba
saying
Allah.
that this will be the silatu.
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay.
Silatul fi'il. Yeah.
Silatul
This harf
fi'il.
jar. So ala will be another silatul fi'il, which can come with this taba. The meaning will change.
Okay. All right, that's new. Alhamdulillah, I learned something new today.
Alhamdulillah.
Did you learn something new today too, Sister Nazma?
Yes, yes. But I
Alhamdulillah.
think there's in access textbook. I think that one.
Oh, it's in the Access textbook. Okay, I'll
Which
go
one?
through.
The dream textbook?
The one that changes the meaning.
When you add to it, yeah?
Yeah, it kinds of flashback.
Okay. Which access? Access 2, is it? 1 or 2?
I think so, yeah, probably access 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll have a look at that one, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay.
So now we saw just now patterns that represent isim maf'ul, that can represent isim maf'ul depending on context. Okay. Then we also visited this one before. where we said that the muzakkar and the muannas can be the same. It can be meant for both lady and masculine or feminine. Yeah. So what do we mean by yastawi muzakkar wal muannas? Yeah.
Same.
So if the meaning is clear, yeah, the happening, what we call it, the caveat here is if the meaning is clear. Iza kana al ma'na wadiha. Yeah, if not, then you cannot do that. You cannot, you have to add the tamabuta to make sure that people understand this is for feminine or this is for masculine. So in this case, yeah, you know it's a man. Because put there ar-rajulu. Yeah. So this is a man. So then you don't have to put jariha. Oh, I mean, sorry. Yeah. You don't put jariha anyway. You just jarih, you know it's a man. So if it is a lady, you don't have to put jariha. Yeah, jariha. Because you know it is mar'ah. It is a woman. Yeah. So this is what it means. Yeah. This for this pattern only, you can use the same thing when it is clear that this is a man and this is a woman. Yeah, you don't have to put tamabuta. But if it is not clear, then of course you have to do the norm. Yeah. For example, if it's ra'aitu, it doesn't say, right, whether it's a man or woman, then you have to say jariha. Yeah, I saw someone getting hurt. Yeah, for example. Ra'aitu asiran wa asirah. So this one, you need to explain whether it's a man that's being held or a woman that is being held. But in this case, you know, clearly this is a man, this is a woman. And certain things as well, right? Like hide. Yeah, only a woman will have hide. So you don't have to say haidah. Yeah, so these are the things that, but that's not in the context of isim maf'ul, but in things like this. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think this is our final one because we went through the normal patterns for isim maf'ul, the ones that are special with being with weak letters. Then we see that there are certain patterns that do not look like maf'ul at all, but can represent a maf'ul. Yeah. And then we have the special cases of masculine and feminine, because this doesn't only happen with isim maf'ul, it also happens with the other mushtaqat. Yeah. So then of course we have the famous shazah. There's always the exception to the rule, right? There's always the exception to the rule, and there's no exception to this. Okay, isim maf'ul also have irregular words, just like we have a shazah qira'at, we also have the shazah kalimat. So uhzina, this is the passive. Yeah, mahzun, we would have expected it to be muhzanun. No, muhzanun. Remember we said that when it is ghair sulasi, what do we do with it? We put a madmumah and a fatha, the last part letter. Yeah, but in this case it doesn't follow that. It goes mahzun. It goes mahzun, the one who is saddened. Oh, that's so sad. Uskima mazkum instead of muskum or muskamun. Yeah, so these are the ones that, this is someone who has a cold, by the way. Yeah, maskum. And then Uthida Mas'ud. Mas'ud is a name, right?
Yeah.
The one who's always happy. That's so nice. I did not know that. It sounds so serious when you say Mas'ud, right? You don't think, yeah, but we don't think about, yeah, Ibn Mas'ud, the one who is made happy. Yeah, Alhamdulillah. So that is my last slide for tonight. And this is our last slide for Isim Maf'ul. And inshallah, I will try and, how do you say? Get in some Quranic examples for some of the things that we saw just now. Yeah, and then only I will share the notes, inshallah. Okay then. Subhanallah wa bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, ladies.
Jazakallah khairan, sister.
Amin wa iyyakum. Barakallahu fikum. Yeah, good night. Sweet dreams. Okay, no more tears. Okay, all right then. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, assalamualaikum.
Walaikum
Don't forget
salam.
to get the recording.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Stop sharing first.
Yeah. Okay. Once you stop, it will come. Yeah. Inshallah.
Okay. Inshallah.
Okay.
All right. How do I stop the recording now?